Welcome to the YALIN WPA Men's World 8-Ball Championships. We are live from the International Conference Centre in Bali. We have a match for you now. Last 16, Shane Van Boning and HIJIKATA. It's a race to 10 winner breaks, 30-second shot clock, one extension each per rack. Your referee for this one is Marcus from Vietnam. I'm Mark White. It's called shot. And calling the shots with me in the commentary is the brains of the duo. It's Eric Hallofson. Hi, Eric.
Hey, pleasure to be with you. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here, Mark. Final 16. Two great players going at it.
Yeah, I've been so impressed with Shane Van Boning from what I've seen of him. He's breaking harder than anyone I've seen. He's making balls on the break. He's running out in super fast time. Ran a rack yesterday in 1 minute 53 from memory. Not too familiar with HIJIKATA's 8-ball. Haven't really seen him play 8-ball. But we all know these Japanese guys can play as well. So it's going to be a very, very interesting first few racks, Eric.
Yeah, I would say 8-ball is not one of the more common games played in Japan. But HIJIKATA overall, I've always liked this game. He's kind of been a little bit short of the biggest titles in the world, but he's won a lot around Japan.
He's always kind of lived in the shadow of Nukioi, hasn't he? Just because Nuki is such a big personality. But it will be the man from Japan breaking off in rack number 1. Going slightly from the
halfway
side.
To the side rail. Yeah. I think in 8-ball, if you're going to go from the bed at all, you might as well go from the middle, but it's a personal preference for him. Big power. Nothing down.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Balls all getting kicked away from the pockets. You'd think out of 15 balls, Eric, you'd get one of them, wouldn't you? You really would.
Shane has options, opening options on the stripes or solids. Big key to the rack is if the 9 passes the 5 into the bottom left. It looks like it does. If he does take stripes, he's going to have to deal with the cluster around the 8 and also the 13. Tough table. Taking a look to see if the 8 passes in the bottom left. If it does, I was thinking about a 1-ball start, but looks like he's looking over to the 15 here.
SVB champion back in 2023 in Klagenfurt when he beat Sanjin Perlevanovic in the final. The reigning champion, Joshua Filler, knocked out in the last round by Petri Mäkinen. Very dangerous player, Petri Mäkinen. He's up against Albin Ocean now. Plenty of other games going on, guys. I'll keep you up to date with all the scores as we go along. You can find out yourself as well on ProBilliardSeries.com if you can't wait for me to give them. But I, of course, will oblige while Eric provides all the analytics and the patterns and all the good stuff like that. He's the expert.
Yeah, it looks like the 9 definitely passes the 5, so that's not an issue. Question on whether the 14 passes the 8. He hasn't tried to open it up yet, so I believe it does. But he's a little wrong angled here. Might have to power draw all the way over to the right long rail and back towards the 13. It's nicely played if the 4 doesn't get in the way, Mark, and he's okay there. 9-13-10 finish can work now.
Can just use the 5 to hold the cue ball, I think. Yeah, nicely done. He's off and running again, Eric. You can't stop this man.
Yeah, I would call him the strongest pattern play 8-ball player in the tournament, and coupled along with one of the best breakers too, so he's tough to beat. I mean, if this World 8-ball Championship was held every year between 2000 and 2010, I would have expected him to get a couple of them. The most prestigious 8-ball tournament that he played in over the course of his prime years, which he's still in fine form, but over the past 15 years was the U.S. Open 8-ball Championship, and he won that tournament multiple times.
Yeah, nothing quite like a world title, though, is there, for your CV? Put that on your resume. Perfectly judged the cannon on the 8-ball. So, dry break from HIJIKATA. Shane Van Bonen punishes him. Now, unfortunately, Eric, you've lost all your Canadians. Alex Pakilan going down this morning to Eklund Kachi. And I believe Eklund Kachi is on our TV1 table at the moment, guys. So if you want to watch that one, he's up against Estonia's Dennis Graabet. That'll be a good game to watch. Petri Mäkinen up against Ocean, as I said. Beda Aluahadi having a good run. He's up against 8-ball specialist Radoslav Bibica. Very, very good 8-ball player, him, from Poland. Daniel Maciel, another pole. He's 2-1 down to yet another pole. Mieszko Fortunski. Ryan Zhuyan is 1-0 up against Brian Seguped. Mario He 2 up against Kledio Kachi, the younger brother of Eklund, of course. And Alex Kazakis going well also. He's 1 up against Genesis Awano. So back to this one. SVB about to break the balls. Have a close look at this break, Eric, and see what he does with it.
Yeah, starting from the middle, so going for the offense break for the 3 and the 13 straight back. Didn't happen there, but he's got the 6. Nice wide open spread.
Wow, look at either suit. Even where the 3 is, as a combo to the 5 if he doesn't fancy solid stripes. It's got to be solid, hasn't it, Eric?
Yeah, just because of where the 11 is. Look to clear out the 5 pretty quickly to open up the pocket for the 3. Two, 4, 7. No. We'll see where he starts here. He'd want to start with the 2, but you don't really want to risk giving yourself a chance to miss a ball.
Why doesn't he just start with the 4 then? What's wrong with the 4?
Yes, yeah, 7 or 4. Just has to find a way to get back to the 2. 7, 4, 2. It's not a big deal. The 2 is out in the open, but you're just trying to find a way that you can get perfect on the 2. Playing ideal 8-ball, you're in perfect line every shot, within 3 feet from the cue ball, from the object ball.
Perfect played. Getting rid of the problem 3 straight away. Not that it's much of a problem with the combo available. But he's such a perfectionist, Van Bonen. Yeah, clever shot. Played for the 1. Knew that the 3 could be lost.
Yeah, just going to have to move the cue ball a little bit in these last 3 shots. Straight on the 2 will work here. Little in between the 2 and the 7. I think he'll favor the 7.
I've got a bottle of that on my desk next to me right now. The old electrolytes in a bottle of water, Eric. Keep your energy up. Need electrolytes in your life. Hopefully you're getting some as well, Eric. Electrolytes, good.
I'm on teas for the overnight shifts.
That'll work as well. Plenty of water. Bit of caffeine as well. So break and run then with this 8 ball from Van Boning, looking as ominous and as dangerous as he has every time we've watched him so far, Eric. If that was in my local bar playing this 8 ball and he just 7 balled me like that, Eric, I'd have to take my pants down and run all round the table. But thank goodness we don't do that sort of thing here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if he does go real deep in the tournament this year, mostly breaking from the middle. When he won the tournament in Austria, broke pretty exclusively from the side rail.
Yeah, he gave away his chance to go to Hanoi to play this. Also played the doubles with Nicolas Delion. They had a pretty good run. Got to the last 16. Might have been even the quarterfinals. I forget now. Seems so long ago. But I do know that Taiwan were crowned the world doubles champions, the first ever. We're going to be crowning the women's 10-ball champion later on. And it's an all-Filipino final between Cheska Centeno and Rubelin Amit. And there's already 3 10-ball world titles between those two. Could Cheska level up and make it 2 each? Find out 6 o'clock tonight. Back to this one. Oh, what a break. What a break, Eric.
Yeah,
how straight did he
square
hit
head.
them? Oh,
Little bit of top on the cue ball, but the squareness made up for that. Looks like he only has solids to start, but that'll be okay. They're nice and open. Five balls kind of down there by itself, so he's considering taking it first. I want to get at the 4 as soon as possible. Three ball can play back down into the 5. If he has to take the 4 into the bottom right, he can. 7 lies well for that position.
such a great 8-ball brain, this man. Grew up playing it, of course, as Eric told us yesterday, in his hometown. of South Dakota and Minnesota, all the way around there. Big 8-ball country, Eric, yeah?
Yeah, it's the biggest game through all the Midwest U.S. states. Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, all those states. It's the most common game played. Bar table 8-ball too. So it really teaches you to play tight patterns because really can't get out of line with the cue ball, less room to move around.
There's that 4 into the bottom right that you suggested some time ago. Looks to be pretty good on this to get on the 6 in the side, Eric. Could very, very quickly be 3-0. I think his only mistake yesterday came when he was jacking up on the ball with a 5 in the side, you might remember. Just brought back some memories of that. But no problem this time, had a bit more room to dig down. And it is 3-0. Puff of the cheeks. His face says it's hard work, but his cue arm doesn't. And some fabulous stuff.
Anytime you hit an 8-ball break where pretty much every ball leaves the racking area, you know you're doing good.
Yeah, this position to the 4 was absolutely spot on, wasn't it? Hijikata, nothing more than a spectator at the moment. You may have just caught a glimpse of Julian Serradilla. He had a quite good run, went out in the last round. Young guy from Switzerland, very, very good friends with Nusa, and I'm presuming with Hijikata as well. Speaks fluent Japanese as well as Swiss and English. He's a very bright lad, is Julian Serradilla. Not a bad 8-ball player either. Plays a lot of hay ball. Ocean 3-0 up. He's cruising. He's sailing away with it. Albin Ocean 3-0 up against Mackinnon.
Yeah, his body language looks so bad in the first round, Mark, remember? And
yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible, wasn't it? I mean, he looked down and out at one stage. He was trailing 6-5, I believe, against young, was it Derin? Satoris, wasn't it?
Yeah. Or you might be right, Darren, yeah. Nothing here.
No, dry break, good spread. Chance then for Hayato.
Everything open, and this is the one downfall of the break from the middle. If you don't make one, you're going to leave a decent table for your opponent. But even in that case there, Shane put 2 racks together and capable of putting multiple racks together at any time. Nine ball's nicely available over the pocket. Ideally, you'd like to use it to get to the 10. Could take a risk and shoot this 10 last off the 13. 13 second last. Take care of these 3. Oh, he's underdrawn this. I have no clue what happened there, Mark. Like a half miscue or something?
Well,
still has the 9, luckily.
He just stopped the cue.
That was odd.
Very odd. Can't for a moment think he was playing for the 9 ball. He's back in or some kind of line. He's gone too far for the 10. He's okay on the 13 to draw back for the 10.
Yeah, I think he's got to take the 10 next. Too risky to be shooting it last now because too much cue ball movement towards the proper areas for the 10.
Extension.
Not ideal. Still roll through and take a little angle on the 11. If the cue ball's playing into the 7 squarely, that'll be nice. But I think it's playing to the inside of it. Tougher than it looks here.
Oh, it's gone wrong. And the 7 has blocked the 11 for the side, which was the only shot he had. He's got this 14 to the top left.
Yeah.
Don't think it goes in the top right. Does it? Oh, it does. It does go top right. I beg your pardon.
I think so. Yeah, he stunned it so much he got to the top side of the 7 there. Got a little out of control. He's good now. Well, scrambling a little bit for HIJIKATA, but looks like he's going to get through this rack.
Nice little brush on the 3. Saved having to cut this 8 ball. Well done. Managed to get through it. Eric wasn't always in prime position, but struggled his way through it.
Yeah, he must have had a half miscue when he got out of line on the balls near the racking area. The 9 ball saved him. Had to shoot a couple recovery shots from there.
I'm interested to see that shot again that he played. There it was. I think he just stopped the cue.
Yes.
Didn't get the. I think he was afraid of going too far, maybe, Eric, and ended up just kind of poking at it. Anyway, it didn't do him any danger in the end. Good job he had the 9 over the top left corner.
HIJIKATA made it to the final 16 in Austria. So he does have some intuition for 8 ball. Don't remember if he played in New Zealand or not.
There's a guy asleep there. This break should wake him up.
Cut it a little bit. 14 flying in the corner at the end. Nothing on the stripes. He'll have to start solids. Solids looking good. You want to get on the 1 fairly quickly. The 2 leads into it, but the 1 doesn't lead into anything easy.
Oh, it's gone wrong first shot. Okay, he's still on this blue 2, but he's going to have to. Maybe he can just play for the 1 ball rather, off of this 2.
He's still got some outs here. Definitely wanted to be more comfortable queuing so he can move the cue ball easier.
Well, somebody's phone still going off. Either answer it or switch it off. I'm not available if it's for me. Tell them. I'm busy.
Seven, 3, 5, 4, 1 can work here.
Yeah, referee's going to have to move around for this one. It's going to be pretty close to a shirt foul, this is. No, he's okay. Not comfortable. Maybe putting him off slightly, knowing that he can't get right down how he normally might. Tweaking the back a little, maybe. He likes it. He's there again.
Yeah, any player that hits the break with power has a good chance to do well in 8-ball. Oh, a little overhit. It's all right. Room to come off the rail now.
Oh, he looked a bit apprehensive as the cue ball was running over there. I'm not sure why.
I thought he was going to hold on the same side of the table. He caught the thin side of the pocket, but I don't think it would have made that much difference in the position.
So back in this, 3-2. Hit them well again, Eric. A lot of power, 14, absolutely slamming into the back of the pocket. Kazaki's going well, 3-1 up. Claudio Cacci all square, 3-3 with Mario He. Grabe 2-2, that's our feature match over on table 1. Fortunski Maciel 3-3, good old Polish battle there. Beda Al-Wahadi 4-1 up on Radislav Babikcha, going well. And Albin Ocean 4-1 up as well on Petri Mäkinen from Finland. Give us a wave then, you two. Come on. She's shy, look, because she's on camera. She doesn't want to be on camera. I always pull a funny face if I see myself on camera, Eric. Not on purpose. That's just my normal face. Just a funny face. So Hayato, sure is going to stick to where he's been breaking.
He cut the last one a little bit. We'll see if that's going to be an ongoing strategy, if he just missed it a little to the right on the last one. Not this time.
Yes, this time. Made the 5 in the top corner. One of the last balls rolling. So a lucky ball. I think Shane's going to be sat there for a little while longer, Eric.
Yeah, solid's looking good here. He'd want the 6 to pass the 4, but there's other ways to get properly on the 6.
I think it does anyway, Eric. That's what he's come to look
If it
at
does,
straight away.
Yeah, if it does, he's on a good pattern then. 3, 7, 6, 4. Doesn't even really have to shoot the 7 second. Can leave it by the side pocket for the 8. It's not on it straight, so probably didn't pass. Six, 7 finish will work here.
Oh, he's overhit this slightly.
Just okay to draw back 2 rails towards the 6.
Extension.
Yeah, another out, another break and run, Eric.
Yeah, just has some angle going to the left off the 6, so considering if he is going to have to play the 8 in the top left, which will be fine. Looks like he just held straight enough. Can always run into it if he needs to. Yeah. 2 break and runs for each player now.
Yeah, we expect a high standard now, down to the last 16. Called a timeout. So Eric Hallefson and myself, Mark White, we will leave you for just a couple of minutes. Score nicely poised at 3-3. Join us for more action. Rack 7 coming up. Welcome back, guys, to the last 16 of the YALIN Men's 8-Ball World Championships, live from the International Conference Centre here in Bali, Indonesia. Match nicely poised, race to 10, poised at 3-3. Shane with a couple of break and runs, and Hayato 2 of his own as well. And he's been hitting the balls very, very hard on the break. Been hitting them pretty square as well. Just a little bit of a cut maybe. But he's making balls, so I don't think he's going to change anything. Eric Hallison and myself, Mark White, are in the booth for you for this one. Don't forget, coming up later, 6 p.m. local time, Cheska Centeno against Rublin Amit in our all-Filipino female 10-ball World Championships. The final, that's at 6. Smashing them again. Nothing this time, though. But a little bit of a mess, Eric. 3 little clusters there, look.
Yeah, looks like the 6 might be available, but the 7, 14, and 1, 8 are definitely problems for both suits.
Something for Shane to work out.
Yeah, just because 2 other sets are tied up, I think he'll have to favor solids, because if he takes stripes, that'll be 3 sets tied up for stripes. There's nothing really down by the 7 to open it up. But there's nothing down by the 8 as far as a stripe to open up the 8, so tough table here. And of course, we like to see these every once in a while too. You know, it's just break the balls wide open. Can pretty much know he's a 90% favorite to run out in some racks, but these are the interesting ones.
Six ball in the side pocket. Maybe can get to it here, Eric. Oh,
try to. Probably knew he was playing a little wide of it, but did everything he could to try to take care of 2 problems in 1 shot. And he's not really on anything unless he's on the 4 mark.
I don't think he is.
I don't think so either. The 3 can play thinly into the side. But he's just getting too out of control at that point with not enough balls left. Gonna lay off here. So I'll just say this. Shane is way above this level of thinking, but say he did have the 4 there. It's not wrong to play safe right on the 7 anyways. Because you're just playing into too many good things that have to happen. You're pocketing the 4, then you got to find a way to get into the 7. Then you got to find a way to get into the 1. It's like you want to bail out on the run out earlier rather than later in this game. And I think a lot of amateurs kind of fail to realize that.
Yeah, that's a great point. Just say that again for us, Eric, for anyone that may not have heard that. I think that's a great piece of advice from anyone, for anyone who wants to raise their level of 8-ball.
Yeah, well, I don't want to say it too long because there's a lot of factors, but just know that the one thing you don't want to do is get in a spot where you run 5 balls and then your opponent has 7 and you have 2, because you're not going to win many of those games unless your opponent makes a bad mistake. So when there's only, say there's 3 solids left and there's 2 balls tied up, you got to think about abandoning that run out, because too many good things have to happen to break both those balls out, to get shots on both those balls. Like, you just start running out of balls. I'll say one more thing quickly about the difference between pro level 8-ball and amateur 8-ball too, is that amateurs typically don't break the balls as well. Yeah, try to break out this, try to force a breakout on the 7 there. amateurs typically don't break the balls as well, and then there's a lot of tie-ups. So it's a completely different game. Like, you know, at the point where there's like a lot of problems and a lot of tie-ups, the game just doesn't play the same. So just things to think about.
Yeah, interesting. Meanwhile, Shane's missed that sitter of a 4, trying to go into the 7 and break everything up. He did fluke the 7 in the corner pocket. Won't count, of course, but now is he going to go and try and flick the 8 here? Does he have the angle, flick off the right-hand side of the 8, try and open it up and land on a ball? Plenty to land on. He'd be very unlucky not to be on one.
Yeah, he must not if he's not taking it.
Extension.
It's so close to the
Looks
pocket,
like-
you would think he can cheat it a little bit.
Yeah, I thought he had the angle, but he's the one that's playing the shot, not me. He has the perfect view of it. We only see what you guys see.
Oh, unlucky.
Double kissed it.
The 10 ball. Yeah, it's unlucky there. The 10 ball can still open it up. Not going to be able to quite get the angle off the 11. But he'll be looking to get back towards that angle pretty quickly. The 13 can play to where he wants. The 14 can play to where he wants. He's got to play some right spin if he plays the 14, so I think he's going to favor the 13. He's going to leave it till only 2 stripes are left. Actually, only one. So a little risky. I guess the variable there is both stripes were in the same area of the table anyways.
10 ball, side pocket.
Oh, it's gone wrong. It's gone wrong. It was always possible that that could happen. So he's going to have to jump his way out of trouble.
I think I would hit that one a little harder, but just kind of got unlucky. Tried to break into the 8 twice. Just ran out of balls in the end. It's got it though, Mark.
It's got
Gonna
more
need
problems,
another
though,
one
I
here.
think. It's not the end of the woes. He's got to go rail first here, I think, to make this.
A ball, corner pocket.
Referee Marcus from Vietnam. Good to see him making the journey to Bali. Having to swerve it. Oh, great shot. Just made it, Eric.
Yeah, great recovery at the end of the rack there for HIJIKATA. Well, that was a tough rack, and both players, particularly Shane, made a couple small mistakes. But the first player in there was always going to be in tough. Player trying to break out the balls early was going to be in tough. HIJIKATA got into a spot where he had more of his balls on the table, and some of the balls were broken out.
Yeah, he was unlucky the first time he tried. Some latest scores for you. Albin Ocean 6, Petri Mackinnon 4. 2. I beg your pardon. Baidawa Hali 5. Radislav Babica 2 going well there, Bader. Fortunski 6-4 down to Maciel. Denis Grabe 4-2 down to Ekran Kachi. Bryant Segupid from the Philippines 4-2 down to Ryan Su Zhuan from Taiwan. Mario He 5-3 down to Kledio Kachi. And Genesis Auno 5-2 down also to Greek Alex Kazakis. You're up to date, guys. Hayato Hijikata to break, leading 4 racks to 3 in this race to 10.
Ball.
Oh dear,
in.
oh dear. Well, look at this for Shane. Just the 4 ball. Or the 15, whichever you will take, is going to be the problem.
Yeah, I was thinking about shooting the 11 and opening them up, but he's got other ideas. I guess the 7 blocks the pocket for the 12 a little bit, so he's going to think of something on the stripes, and the 5 into the 4 works well. See, another thing for amateurs too in 8-ball, you don't have to make a plan until
Side pocket.
the 4 is moved here, because you don't know exactly where the 4 is going to end up. So you don't have to bog yourself down saying, oh, thinking a bunch of things. The only factor here is how the 4 is going to end up, or if you even break into it. Good shot.
Oh, it's worked out brilliant. Terrific shot. Caught it just right, didn't he? With ball in hand, of course, he's made it that little bit easier. But you still have to execute it. And he did execute it very, very well. So a chance for Shane to get the arm going once again. You feel there's going to be very, very few mistakes. It might all come down to a dry break even.
7 corner pocket.
Yeah, only one game hasn't been decided on the break so far.
Two on side pocket. Seven corner.
Yeah, I like him taking the 2 instead of the 1-7 before, because now everything is over this side of the table, Eric.
Yeah, the 2 is kind of over there by itself. You want to typically take those balls as quick as possible, even if they look easy. It's all about moving the cue ball as little as you can. And you're right, when the balls are all on the one side, typically not going to move the cue ball as much.
Little behind the back action, just for a little bit of extra entertainment for you guys. I think he's overhit it though.
Yeah, let's try to draw around the 14 here. Over to the right long rail with some right spin. Half ball angle on the 6.
Oh, done it well.
Little overdrawn just a little. 2 rails back now. Entertaining match, George. We've been doing a lot of matches.
That's
You
okay,
take that as an
Tim.
insult?
That's okay, Tim.
Brutal. Mark,
No,
my apologies.
No problem. Look, Shane's really enjoying this. We're enjoying it, but you can see that Shane's enjoying it as well. He's loving the challenge, isn't he? You know, it does get, shall we say, a little bit boring playing 9-ball, 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 9-ball all the time. We've had a bit of 10-ball. We've had some 8-ball now.
Well, he's gone on record a few times saying 8-ball is his favorite game. I've heard him say it. I'm sure he likes all the games, but yeah.
Yeah, after winning the title in 23 rather, I remember him saying in the interview afterwards that this is the one he's always really wanted. And he's got one and he's hungry for more, and who's to say he can't do it? All square again. Yeah, I don't think it really matters how these balls are racked. These guys are just absolutely smashing them anyway, aren't they? They're absolutely crushing the break.
Yeah, Shane has the chance to make the balls in the second row straight back on the side because he's breaking from more from the middle of the table. HIJIKATA actually crossed the rack twice. Looks like Shane might go from the side rail here. Oh, same place as HIJIKATA. Interesting.
Ball straight in the side.
The head ball on the side. Yeah.
That was the head ball, was it? Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Oh dear. He's not happy though.
Yeah, so it looks like the 7's tough to make, and the 1 and the 6 is kind of off-angled.
Is he looking at maybe playing the 3 off of the 6?
That could work. And I wonder if there's any angle on the table where he can make the 7. There might not be. Another tough run out for Shane. I think he's going to try to draw right into the 7 now, but if he's trying to play it to the 3 to the long rail, that angle's not really there. It was, and
he's on it.
Hopes to be on it here.
Well, if he is, what a shot that is. Opened up everything in one shot. One foul swoop. Brilliant.
Yeah, he's good. Very nice. Likely try to play the 1 before the 2. The 2 can play past the 1.
Choices once again.
Doesn't want to clip the 1 because if he does, he's not really on the 5 or the 6. It's okay.
Made sure he was anyway, Eric.
Yeah, I saw that. Came up for the 5 in the side.
Side.
So he's going to have to play 1 to the 8. Takes just a little bit of care. What an 8-ball player this guy is, though.
Corner pocket.
Yeah, textbook stuff there, taking care taking care of two problems within the first shot.
High class 8-ball of the highest order.
So if he continues breaking from the exact same spot he does, and he draws the cue ball a little bit, I don't know if you saw there, the cue ball was drawing a bit. You can make the head ball on the side from that angle, and it's a little more. It's going to give you a little more offensive spread than breaking right from the side rail. We'll see if he tries to do the exact same thing here.
Interesting. I love all these little insights that you give, Eric.
Yeah, you have to draw it, though. It still can go every once in a while if you don't, but it'll go a lot more often if you draw it.
Now, did you know, Eric, there's actually a billiard game called baseball pocket billiards, incorporating rules from America's oldest sport. Just carrying on from where we were talking about different games that you can play on pool tables, if you remember yesterday. There's another one for you, baseball. I knew you could play golf, but I'd never heard of baseball.
Yeah, I think it's based on a 99 number somehow, 9 innings. I was kind of going there. That time he cut it. Did one slide in, Mark? I didn't even see one go in.
Yeah.
Bottom left, maybe? Yeah. I was watching the head ball so much. Well, he's good then.
Halfway to the 10 required for a place in the last 8. And don't forget, guys, playing for big prize money today, tomorrow rather. 70,000 to the winner, 40 to the runner-up, 17.5 third, fourth. Already guaranteed $4,375. Of course, you're doubling when you go from there on in, doubling up all the way.
Shane's going to take the 4 first here. The 3 is available in the same pocket. 5 plays well to get on the angle he needs to be on for the 3. I think he was trying to run into anything there. It's okay on the 7 still.
Yeah, HIJIKATA are interested to see, just got out of his seat very quickly to have a quick nosy at what's going on the table. It's another long shot for Shane. I was on that 3 as well, Eric, as you suggested. He's on it right now.
Yeah, just slightly thin of where he'd want to be, but I think he'll still take it. Too risky to not get this something similar to this angle again.
Oh, was he playing to hit that strike there just to stay on the 6? But he's on the 6. Of course, 2 leads to the 1, or 1 leads to the 2, whichever way you look at it.
Yeah, looks like it's 1-7-6-2 finish.
Good shot. Made sure he hit it hard enough. Okay, he's gone a little bit too far, slightly awkward. Over the 10. Was that the 14, Eric? I beg your pardon. Anyway, he's bridging over a ball. Yeah, he's good on the 6. What a shot.
Did well to even get this close to it. Natural angle playing to the right of the 2.
Just check to see if the 8 went as well. Into the left-hand corner. Oh, that's what he was looking at.
Yeah, I thought he'd just follow that one, but he knew getting below the 2 there was going to be a little bit complicated for the 8. Good shot.
Beautiful. 6-4. It's going to be.
A1 corner.
Something that people don't realize about Shane, too, is that he's one of the top 1 pocket players in the world. He doesn't play it that much, but he's just got such a good mind for the game overall. What happened there? I'll tell you something in a second, Mark. I'll go ahead now. I've seen him do this out of nowhere sometimes, put an extension on. Like, why would you put an extension on that shot?
And I wondered
somehow
why
it
he
got
was.
it.
Why did he put it on?
I've
didn't
seen him
need
do
it,
it
did
in
he?
a couple of other spots. Yeah, it's not a power thing. It's not a reaching thing. I don't get it. He's off the rail or something, but it's such a long extension too. Easy to say, who knows what really happened there, but he just broke his rhythm out of nowhere. I haven't seen him miss like that because he doesn't usually miss anyways, but I don't know. Big turnaround in the middle of the set now. Just going through all the things in my head of why he would. It's something to do with being on the rail, because I saw him do it another time when it wasn't power or reaching relative, and he was on the rail. But still, you're breaking your rhythm. It's odd.
A1 side.
Well, the most astonishing miss from Shane. He does chuck one in every now and then, though. I remember a 9 ball that he missed, which was kind of unmissable. It just shows you there's no such thing as an unmissable ball, though. And he worked so hard to get there as well. That's the annoying thing, Eric. I mean, this shot he's played here, okay, he's gone maybe just a little bit too far. But look at this. You never miss that, do you? Astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. I'll give you some latest scores then. Albin Ocean just 2 away from victory against Petri Mäkinen. He leads 8-2. Bader Al Wahadi 6-3 up on Radislav Babica. Make that 6-4. Babica just won a rack. Mirko Fortunsky trailing Daniel Maciel 8 racks to 4. Dennis Grabe 5-3 down. Ryan Jesus Juan 5-3 up. Mario He 7-4 down to Kledio Kachi. Alex Kazakis 6-3 up over Genesis Owano. Back to this one then. We're all square at 5-5. We have got ourselves a race to 5.
Ball's flying in immediately. 3 down. Big break. All solids randomly.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? 3 solids. And solids are pretty... Does the 4 pass the 10, Eric?
I believe it does. You'll have to get a bit of a thin angle on it, so just going to avoid it. Nine ball's going to be the toughest stripe.
Oh, straight away gets on the 9. There's a lesson for all you amateur players, all you league players. Get rid of your problems as early as you can.
Yeah, and he's nicely on the 9 on the side now. 9 connects to the 15. 15 connects to the 10.
Extension.
It's sharp, Mark. You just got to be careful here. I'm very surprised he's not taking the 9. It just shows the tightness of the pockets. Going to the side at that angle. He's going to play it up into the top left, but he doesn't have the angle on the 15. Can still go 15, 10, 9.
Well, Shane could have been 7-4 up by now. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was big. Would have been, lost the break because of it too. Now HIJIKATA punishing him with another one.
Nice little positional shot there. Get rid of the last problem ball. It'll hurt Shane as well because he knows that Hayato is breaking extremely well also. So he probably knows it's going to cost him minimum 2 racks. And who knows how many more.
Airborne side pocket.
Well, this is the 11th rack. Another break available to players after the next rack. Never seen Shane take a break actually in the 8 ball. Have you, Eric?
No, he seems to want to stay at the table. 8 ball is kind of a game where when you're not shooting, you tend to not shoot for a long period of time too. You just have time to regroup in your chair naturally. Might have something to do with that.
Looks like that guy there. It could be Federgore's brother, couldn't he? The one on the right. Yeah, you.
He heard you.
Has he got an earpiece in listening to the commentary?
No,
Like that.
I think it was just the timing. But yeah, she's smiling this time. She was the one covering her face last time, right?
Yeah, she was a little bit shy before, but she's getting used to it now. Wow. Smashed them again.
Yeah, they're hitting that break in the high 20s as far as miles per hour. Sometimes even getting into like 30 miles an hour. Big speed. Choice of stripes or solids here. Could slightly favor the solids. You'd like to get on the 1 second, but it can't.
0 to 30 miles, 0 to 30 miles an hour in less than a second. That's pretty quick.
Just getting straight on the 1 at some point in this rack is key. Plays well into the 7. Can come back through the 8-14 right now. Could do the same with the 3. But a decisions to be made here, so it takes his extension mid-rack. Yeah, this will be okay. 3-1-7-5. HIJIKATA's played well, Mark.
Yeah, Shane's in danger of going out here. I wonder how costly that 8 is going to be that he's missed. Only got himself to blame, Eric. He's had the chance, hasn't he? This should be him at the table.
Might not be quite straight enough here. Can still recover with the 5 if he's not. Gonna have the same problem going the other way, though, if he shoots the 5. Gonna try to get as straight as possible. It's okay to run into the 9.
I think we should have dance cam, Eric, like they do at the Mosconi Cup. If you're caught on camera, you have to get up and do a little dance. Now, that would be embarrassing. Made it slightly awkward with the cue ball on the rail. Still expect him to make it, though. Increase his lead to 2 racks at 7-5. Timeout for 7 minutes. don't know if that was Shane who wanted to go out or whether it was HIJIKATA. Anyway, Eric Hollefson and myself, Mark White, we will be back, guys, with more of the action in just a few minutes. Rack 13, will it be unlucky or lucky for Shane? Certainly that 8-ball has cost him a lot so far. Will it cost him the match? Rejoin us to find out very, very soon. Bye for now. And we are back. No timeout required, I don't think. Neither player has gone. I'm not sure what the referee is doing.
Yeah, it seemed like HIJIKATA wanted to go there, but I guess changed his mind.
Let's have a look at some stats then, Eric, while we're here. Anything jumping out at you?
Well, it's a huge break success for Shane, so he's just looking to get the break back and a big threat to run multiple racks if he does. 2 missed balls for Shane. I mean, it's not a lot, but you would typically be hard pressed, or you'd be missing less balls than 8-ball overall for sure. One when he was trying to break out another ball and just kind of trying to force the angle, but obviously the 8 was kind of the difference here so far, I think.
Daniel Maciel has beaten Jesko Fortulski by 10 racks to 4. Just looking for any other results. That's about it for now, guys. Ocean is on the hill, 9-3 against Petri Mäkinen, so it looks like he's going to be going through, barring an amazing comeback. 6-4, Eklund Kachi leads Dennis Grabet. Mario He, well, he's in trouble. Young Cledio Kachi, you know, hasn't got a bad 8-ball game. He's 9-4 up against Mario He. So Mario in big danger of going out there as well. Who's your favourite for the 8-ball, Eric? Let me ask you that. I mean, I thought Shane was going to be favourite. I thought Filler, of course, but sneaking suspicion about Dennis Grabe as well, and maybe Cledio Kachi.
Don't count out Eklund Kachi either. All Kachi final?
Possible. It's very possible. Very possible that Shane could be going out here as well. But as we've seen, it only takes a miss or a dry break, and it is going to be dry this time. So Shane is going to get back to the table.
Yeah, he cut that one by accident, so just didn't get as good of an overall dispersion. Less likely to make a ball in that case, and Shane's coming to the table with a tough rack, but this is what it's going to take for him to win this title. The 11 can play into that stack of 4 balls over by the left long rail. Believe he's straight enough on the 10 to draw into the proper spot on the 11. Just going to eliminate 2 balls to get to that spot. Little safer. That was a tough draw. It's got more of a manageable shot to get the shot on the 11 now. So I'm going to have 4 stripes left by the time he plays the breakout. Just trying to think of which ball would play best. Maybe the 1. He's just okay on the 14. He's on the 9. That's perfect.
Yeah, he's on the 9, isn't he?
He's on the 9. He can go 9, 12, 14, 15. Be a little bit of work from the 15 to the 8. Hasn't even looked at the 14, so he must be on the 9, but he is over on the 14 now. Might want to run into the 9 here.
He's on the 12,
Well,
that's
he's
for sure.
Yeah, he's confident in his cue ball control if he didn't try to run into them there. He's going to have to get the cue ball into some tight spots on 2 shots in a row now. Could break it out.
No extension. He's used it. What's he doing? Oof. That was right on the cusp of the final beep. Just made it. Surprised how long he took. He only took his extension the shot before.
Yeah, I was just disregarding the breakout because there was so few balls left, but it actually played pretty well. I think he got a little confused too, thinking he wasn't going to break them out, and then he decided last minute it wasn't that bad. It's okay now. Oh, it doesn't want to be over top of the 5.
Cleverly leaving the bridge on the table in a very awkward position for the ref to foul. Shane wasn't going to foul. Oh, no. Oh, dear.
I don't think he has it, Mark.
He doesn't. He's going to have to cross-bank it, I think.
Yep. Corner pocket.
Close to a double kiss here.
He's going to have to play it with some spin to avoid the kiss. Well, I think that's just sealed his fate.
Yeah, just had to break out that stack of 4. Started getting a little out of line with the result off the breakout and really got back in line on the 15, but over top of the 5. Shane's had a long 2 weeks over here in Southeast Asia, making it all the way to the semifinals of the World 10 Ball Championships, but he's going to have to find an extra bit of energy to come back in this one. Getting through the rack with ease as expected. Could easily lock Shane out here, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, another break and run after this one. He'll be on the hill. And he has been breaking very, very well. Shane, I think, fears the worst. And Shane has only got himself to blame because it's 2 8-balls now he's missed. The first one was a really bad miss. The second one he hooked himself on. This is quite painful to re-watch back, to be honest. This was a great shot he's played there, but he seemed out of time and the shot clock got him slightly. He was trying to miss that 5-ball, didn't. Misjudged the cross-corner bank. And then HIJIKATA said, thank you very much.
I mean, to be fair, when you run into another ball with that much speed and it kind of moves a decent distance and just gets in between the cue ball and another ball off angle, it's not going to happen that often. I don't know if he had the angle to draw around it or not. But still, like you said, it just can't let opportunity for things like that to happen. I want to say HIJIKATA's got out on every time he's been at the table offensively. It's only been dry breaks that have given Shane his games and a couple break-and runs on Shane's end too. Played well.
Yeah, take nothing away from HIJIKATA. He's broken the better of the two. And as you say, he's ran out every time also. And Shane, with those 2 missed opportunities, is what's cost him about, well, at least 4 racks so far, Eric.
Tie up with the 111. No real opener on the stripes. And tough to get into the 1 if he does take solids.
Albin Ocean through to the quarterfinals. He's beaten Finn Petri Mäkinen by 10 racks to 3. And Cledio Caci has beaten Mario He by 10 racks to 4. Is there another upset on the cards here? And it would be an upset. We all know HIJIKATA's a good player. But I think Shane and a lot of other people expected him to go all the way in this one. I certainly did. I thought YALIN had a chance also, but went by the wayside. Maybe it was his break that let him down, Eric. I know it wasn't working too well for him on the first game we did with him.
Yeah, he just favors those cut breaks when he's playing these Pro Billiard Series events, and I think eventually it just kind of goes sideways for him. Seen that pattern a lot. But as far as running the balls, he's one of the most dangerous 8-ball players in the world.
Totally agree. I was actually looking forward to maybe a YALIN SVB final. That would have been something to behold. 2 veterans of the game going at it. Not to be, though. Not for Alex, anyway. SVB still hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, 9, 10, 13, 11 finish. Very little cue ball movement. Looking good. Slightly too much angle to hold on the left side, but the 8 is available in the bottom left.
Yeah, he may not be a name that everyone knows, but he's certainly known within the pool fraternity. Very well-known guy, very dangerous guy also, as SVB will attest to, because he's now on the hill at 9-5. Shane Van Boning in all sorts of trouble. He could already have played his last shot. Would be nice, though, to see Shane make a comeback. But he's breaking so well, isn't he?
Yeah, that was that break where he drew the cue ball a little bit and the head ball almost went in the side. But he's hitting them with good power, hitting them pretty consistently squarely. The last time he didn't make a ball, he cut them by accident. But overall, it's been power square breaks producing good results.
Yeah, none of us gave a thought about Albin Ocean. I mean, he's a pretty good 8-ball player as well, isn't he?
Definitely, and capable of breaking at those high speeds too.
He will play either Radislav Babica or Bader Alwahadi, and Alwahadi leads 9-5 at the moment. Also 9-5 ahead here, of course. 7-5 now, Eklan Kachi over Dennis Grabet. Ryan Su Juan, 6-5 down to Brian Sigupede from the Philippines. And Alex Kazakis has just got to 8-5 over Genesis Awanu. How will Shane react to this if it does go on to be a loss? Do you think he'll just look at it and say to himself, well, you can't miss 8 balls and expect to win a tournament like this?
Yeah, and I think there becomes a point in your career where you've played so many tournaments that the losses just don't hurt as much, you know? That's how I even feel at a lower level, just kind of when I do lose, I don't know. You've lost so many times that
you're numb to the pain. You're numb to the pain.
Yeah, you
Eric.
take it in stride a little more, you know?
Yeah, but you're a pretty laid-back guy anyway. I can't ever imagine you being...
Oh, don't worry. When it comes to winning and losing, I've taken some hard ones. Don't worry.
So a chance then, Shane out of his chair. You know, he's well capable of running the 4 or 5 pack, but he's got to get that break working, and that in 8-ball is very, very difficult.
Yeah, it doesn't have much of an opener here. It's going to play the 12 on the side. 11 ball only goes in the bottom right.
I must
Careful on this one, Mark. This is missable. Don't expect him to at this stage. He knows he has to make it, but got to be targeted well. Good shot.
Well, if he can come back from this, especially the position he's in now on the 9, he's not on it. If he can come back from this situation, then not only is he the South Dakota kid and Captain America, I think he'll be Superman from here on in,
Attention.
because this is super difficult. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Maybe a little bit straight on this 13, Eric.
Yeah, he's got to get the 14 out of the way for the 15. He can do that here. $15 goes up in the top left too, so
Corner pocket.
looks like he'll be playing that now. Bottom left, pardon me.
I knew what you meant, Eric. It's okay. I'm sure everyone knew what you meant there. Oof.
Close to the side. Looks like it sprung off the rail just a bit.
Well, the last two attempts have ended in failure on getting on the 8 or making the 8. I don't think he's going to make the same mistake here, though. Well, now it all depends if he can hold on to the break. Unbelievable not to make a break there. Played some really difficult shots here. This rail first, of course. And then was a little bit awkward on the 13. A little bit of a scare with a scratch in the side here, but it turned out all right. And then finishes plumb on the 8. He's not missing that. He's been there before, Eric. He's done it all before. He knows how to handle the pressure.
Yeah, biggest thing is just making a ball. We've seen he's at 80% for the match. So that hasn't been what's beating him.
Oh, no.
13 almost went.
Nothing down. Stripes look good. Stripes look very good.
Yeah, just the 9 and the 10. I think
It's
he
in
will
his
take
hands.
them.
Jorgen Sandman, nicely placed where he can keep his eye on both tables. Very shrewd piece of sitting there from the man from the WPA.
30 more.
Turn your chair sideways. You can see 2 arenas. Never thought of that. Well, that was the only
12
danger.
still pass. Yeah, 12 still passes. I think the 10's available enough in the side, Mark? You would think so.
Yeah. Takes him to the 9, doesn't it? I think that's the 9, isn't it? Near it, over on the side rail.
Yeah, as long as he's okay on shooting the 10 in the side, he's a favorite in this rack here.
So key shot, you think, coming up.
11, 12, 14, 10, 9.
Yeah, it looks good. Would like to get a little bit closer to this 10 ball on this shot. These middles are really tricky, as we know, so the closer you can get to them, the better you are.
Yeah, I think it's just out enough that it's fairly comfortable.
Wants to be straight on the 9. Roll it down the rail. Cue ball will be on the 8 ball. And this looks all over for Shane Van Boning for 2025. He can't do what he did in 2023. I wonder if he'll be back in 2026.
A-ball corner pocket.
Good luck in the Reyes Cup next week. Shane Van Boning, that's where he's off to, I believe. So the handshake will come. It's a shame to see Shane out, but you can't take it away from that young man. HIJIKATA played absolutely fantastic in that match. Thank you so much to Eric Hallefson and myself, Mark White. Thanks for joining us. Please rejoin us at 6 p.m. local time. Oh, it's in about